Success is never a solitary journey. Behind every great achievement there are relationships, those we build, nurture, and sometimes struggle through. Napoleon Hill understood this deeply. In his groundbreaking work, Think and Grow Rich, he taught the world that success is not merely about wealth or ambition. It's about people. It's about understanding, collaboration, harmony, and trust. It's about forming alliances that magnify our potential and help us become the highest version of ourselves. Hill said that one of the most critical elements in achieving success was what he called the mastermind, a group of people working in harmony toward a definite purpose. Not a team built on convenience, but one forged in trust, mutual respect, and aligned vision. This wasn't just about business. It was a blueprint for how to live, how to love, how to collaborate, and how to build lasting relationships that lift everyone higher. Relationships are the currency of your future. The way you treat others, the energy you give them, the loyalty you demonstrate, these become the foundation for opportunity. So many people chase success, thinking it lies in knowledge, degrees, titles, or money. But more often than not, success shows up through the doorway of a relationship. Someone who believes in you, someone who gives you a chance, someone who connects you with the right person. That is the silent engine of growth. And it all begins with character. No relationship thrives in the absence of trust. Hill emphasized the importance of integrity. Be the kind of person people want to be around. Keep your word. Speak with intention. Listen with empathy. Show up when it matters, and don't just try to get something from people. Look for how you can offer something of value. When you begin relationships by giving instead of taking, you activate one of Hill's core teachings, the law of compensation. The more you give, the more you ultimately receive, not always from the same place, but always in abundance. Generosity builds bridges that self-interest can never reach. When you take the time to care, to help, to mentor, to appreciate, you form bonds that money can't buy. A successful life is built on successful relationships. This includes friendships, partnerships, love, and even brief interactions. Every moment is an opportunity to leave someone better than you found them. Hill spoke often of the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In business, this means fair deals, honest communication, and mutual benefit. In personal life, it means patience, presence, and kindness. Think about it. When you recall the greatest moments of your life, do you remember the money or the people who were with you? Relationships form the emotional core of our memories. They shape our confidence, they challenge us to grow, and they reveal our blind spots. The people closest to you are often mirrors, reflecting who you are and who you might become. Choose those people wisely, but relationships are not only about chemistry or common interests, they're about shared values. Hill warned against surrounding yourself with negative or discouraging people. He believed that your environment, especially your close relationships, would either raise you up or drag you down. If you want to fly, don't tether yourself to anchors. Surround yourself with people who want you to win, people who celebrate your victories, people who challenge your excuses, people who tell you the truth even when it's uncomfortable, because they care more about your growth than your comfort. These are rare people. When you find them, value them, and strive to be one of them. Strong relationships are built over time through small, consistent actions. They're forged in fire, during tough times, when you show up without being asked. During failures, when you offer encouragement instead of blame. During success, when you share the spotlight and remain humble. Loyalty isn't proven in good times. It's revealed in the bad. Never underestimate the power of encouragement. One kind word can change a life. One belief in someone's potential can ignite a dream. Hill believed in the potential of every person to grow rich, not just in material wealth, but in richness of spirit. And a rich spirit always sows seeds of greatness into others. Think about how you treat people you meet, the waiter, the cleaner, the stranger, the intern. Every person is a universe of untapped potential. Treat everyone with dignity. You never know where someone will be in 5 years, or how their path may cross with yours again. Hill taught that success was not a ladder you climb by stepping on others. It's a network of hands pulling each other upward. Learn to communicate with clarity. Relationships break down when people assume, accuse, or avoid. Speak your truth, but do it with compassion. Seek to understand before being understood. The most successful people are not always the most brilliant. They're often the best communicators. They know how to speak to the heart, not just the mind. Invest in emotional intelligence. The ability to manage your own emotions and understand others is priceless. Don't let pride ruin partnerships. Don't let ego blind you to feedback. Don't let silence replace dialogue. The strongest relationships are built on honesty and vulnerability. The moment you pretend, you start to disconnect. Be willing to apologize. Be willing to forgive. Be willing to admit when you're wrong. These are not signs of weakness. They are the marks of wisdom. Relationships fail not because of mistakes, but because of the refusal to own them. Hill believed in constant personal growth, and growth means having the humility to learn, especially from those closest to you. In every great endeavor, your relationships will be tested. Business will test your loyalty. Success will test your humility. Failure will test your courage. Fame will test your integrity, and time will test your commitment. But if you stay true to your values and treat people with respect and care, your relationships will not only survive, they will thrive. Hill also reminded us of the power of partnership in love. A supportive spouse or life partner is not just a personal blessing, it's a strategic advantage. The right partner sharpens your mind, expands your vision, and strengthens your resilience. They believe in you even when you doubt yourself. They challenge you to grow without making you feel small. They walk beside you, not in front or behind. They are a force multiplier. If you're not in a relationship like that, don't settle. And if you are, nurture it like your greatest asset, because it is. Hill said that no man could achieve greatness without a strong emotional foundation. Love, when healthy, is not a distraction from success. It is the soil in which success takes root. The same applies in friendship. Avoid superficial bonds built on gossip, convenience, or competition. Seek friends who make you think bigger, feel deeper, and live bolder, and be that kind of friend. When someone shares their dreams with you, listen as if you're listening to your own. When they fall, help them up. When they rise, cheer for them louder than they cheer for themselves. Relationships are not 50/50. They are 100/100. Give fully, show up completely, and don't keep score. The moment you start counting who did what, you lose the magic of what could be. Hill's philosophy was about abundance. There is always more to give. More kindness, more support, more belief, more love, and as you give, so you shall receive. Sometimes you will outgrow people. Sometimes they will outgrow you. This is natural. Not every relationship is meant to last forever, but every relationship can teach you something. Don't hold on to what no longer serves your purpose, and don't stay where your values are not respected. Letting go is not bitterness, it's wisdom. You will know the value of a relationship not by how it begins, but by how it endures. When storms hit, when change arrives, when pressure builds, that's when true character is revealed. Be the kind of person who can be counted on, who remains steady, who doesn't betray trust even when it would be easy. That kind of character builds legendary relationships. In today's world, where digital connection is high but emotional connection is low, the wisdom of Napoleon Hill is more vital than ever. Don't just collect followers, build relationships. Don't just get contacts, build trust. Don't just network, connect from the heart. People can feel the difference. When you walk into a room, let your presence uplift it. Let people feel seen, heard, and valued. That's how leaders are made. Not by shouting orders, but by inspiring loyalty, not by demanding respect, but by earning it through action, not by forcing control, but by creating cooperation. The person who masters relationships masters life. Because through people, doors open, through people, ideas grow, through people, empires are built, but it begins with your intention. Are you here to serve or to take, to inspire or to manipulate, to elevate or dominate? Be the person who listens without judgment, who gives without agenda, who supports without strings, and you will become someone others trust deeply, love fully, and follow willingly. Napoleon Hill taught us that riches begin with a state of mind, and that state of mind is greatly influenced by the company we keep. Guard your relationships like you would your fortune, and you'll discover that the real treasure is not what you gain, but who you become along the way. Because at the end of it all, your victories, your wealth, your achievements, they will all fade, but the relationships you build, the lives you touch, the love you give, that is what lasts. That is what makes a life truly rich.